last year, so I won't repeat it. But I do think we have lessons to learn, historical lessons, educational lessons, to learn from the life of Louise Langdon Little. She's a Grenadian, and she represents the Caribbean in terms of who she was, what she had to do to survive. Slavery ended in the Caribbean somewhere around 1838, we could say 1834, we could say 1838. But of course, there was no reparation for the slaves. It was the slave masters who got reparations. So the slaves and the children of the slaves had no land and had nothing with which to start life. So many had to emigrate to find work and to make a living. My father did. Louise Langdon did. And she went through Canada, and she ended up in Nebraska, and she ended up with Mr. Little. She ended up in the organization of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Community League. In other words, she was one of those revolutionary Africans that came out of the Caribbean and joined the revolutionary Africans in America to continue the revolution, because we were in revolution from the time we left Mother Africa. We have been revolting from the time we were kidnapped from Mother Africa. And she gave birth to a fantastic revolutionary who carried on the work of the revolutionaries of the previous generation. Malcolm not only carried on the revolution, he helped to shape it, and he gave his life for it. That was not the end of the revolution. As Malcolm said, the revolution was not going to be televised. And the revolution has continued. And it continued here, in this country, with Morris Bishop. And the revolution arrived, and the revolution was crushed. And it was crushed internally, and it was crushed externally by Reagan. But we're still in a time of revolution. Now we have Traore in Burkina Faso with another aspect of the revolution. But we see that the enemies of the revolution are alive and well. But this time we know that the revolution cannot be crushed, because history is on our side. And none of them can stop the time. It's not what one of our cultural heroes told us in Redemption Song. It's important for us. I want to take a moment to say something about our cultural heroes, because our cultural heroes are the ones that take the revolution to the people and help us to popularize the revolution, as Bob Marley did with Redemption Song. And he took the words of my father in a speech in Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1937, when he told us that we must liberate our minds from mental slavery. Brother Bob took that and made that into Redemption Song. Kim Poole today exemplifies what our cultural heroes have to do to carry the story, to tell the history, and to continue to teach. And that's why we are here today, to carry on the revolution. And somebody said earlier on, what's the takeaway? What's the charge? The charge is to continue the revolution. It cannot stop. We are in continuous revolution because we have not achieved our goal. Our goal is the liberty and freedom of our people. Freedom from interference. Freedom from direction by others. freedom to be ourselves, and freedom to institute African humanism as the new paradigm for the 21st century. So every day is Revolution Day. And every day when you wake up, you have to understand that you're an African. Every day that you wake up, you're not just a Grenadian. No, you're an African. You're not just from Brooklyn. No, you're African from Brooklyn. You're not just from Africa. You're an African from Africa. You're not just Nigerian. Okay, you're an African. So that's the key to the revolution. We have to know we're Africans. We have to know, therefore, that we're one people. And we have to know, therefore, that we have to be united. United we're strong. Divided we're weak. United we can conquer. Divided, the revolution will fail once again. So, I'm indeed pleased to be here with IBW and the delegation. This is a revolutionary step, it's a revolutionary moment, but we honor one of our ancestors. And we make Grenada proud in honoring one of our ancestors. So I say, Brother Ron, thank you for what you're doing. You're a true revolutionary. You're carrying the revolution forward. And certainly we're here with Brother Ron, right? Absolutely. So, I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to make a long speech. I'm going to say that how pleased I am to be part of the revolution. To be continuing, not something that my father started, but something that my father was a part of. Something that Louise was a part of. Something that Martin X was a part of. Something that Morris Bishop was a part of. And something that we are all a part of. And it is our duty to carry the revolution forward. One God, one aim, one destiny, one love.